toxicity and health concern. Since the invention in the early 20th century, plastic has been widely used in our daily life due to its convenience. However, their widespread has also led to a significant pollution concern. According to the United Nations Conference on the Environment and Development in 2015, they indicated the plastic pollution as the second most critical issue in the environmental and ecological science. Those plastic will contribute to two forms of micro and nanoplastics. The primary nanoplastics are intentionally to be manufactured be smaller than 5 millimeters, such as the microbeads used in the personal care products. And the secondary micro and nanoplastics are typically to be small, are from the degradation of larger plastic debris through the mechanical, chemical, or biological processes. The microplastics are mostly to be smaller than 5 millimeters, while the nanoplastics are typically to be smaller than 1 micrometers. Since the extremely small size of the nanoplastics, they are more likely to be absorbed and accumulated in a living organism, which poses the potentially greater health risks for the living organisms. There are numerous studies have confirmed that the presence of nanoplastics in the human environment. Studies have shown that the nanoplastics will be existed in many kinds of food items, such as the salt, sugar, beverage, and seafoods. For example, from the data of the World Health Organization has shown that there might contain up to 681 nanoplastics per kilogram of salt. Besides the dietary intake of the nanoplastics, the food contact materials are also the other significant routes for exposure to nanoplastics. Studies have found that the tea bags and plastic bottles and even the baby bottles may contain and release the nanoplastics. With the multiple routes to exposure to those nanoplastics, the health risks of the nanoplastics has become a growing concern. In vitro studies have already shown that the exposure of the nanoplastics may lead to the mitochondrial membrane potential loss and the oxidative stress, which indicating the cytotoxic effects. And moreover, in vivo studies also show that the exposure of nanoplastics will induce the disruption of lipid metabolism and the alteration in gut microbiota compositions. However, those toxicological research most focus on the polystyrene nanoplastics, but with limited data available for the other polymer types. However, since the different composition of the nanoplastics will vary in the size and surface chemistry and the hydrophobicity, those properties may affect the biointeraction and toxicity of the nanoplastics. Therefore, it is important to include more kind of plastic materials. In conclusion, it is important for us to pay more attention to this issue, and the continued research is needed to fully understand the toxicology of the nanoplastics. This is my presentation. Thank you.